I saw this rally the other day and I thought, well, that was yesterday actually, and it seemed to me that this crowd had been almost pulled from a South Park episode, kind of a stereotypical crowd that supports President Trump. You can see the crowd behind President Trump. There's no minorities as far as I can see. This is from, I guess this rally took place in Hebron, Kentucky. So this is the heartland of MAGAville. So anyway, we have a couple of guys with cowboy hats. We have a guy here with a big beard, and he never seems to smile or to laugh. Other people are reacting to President Trump's comments, and I'm kind of wondering what is the motive for so much happiness. We are on the cusp of getting possibly $150 a barrel oil, even 200 or even 250. If we get to $250 oil, we'll be getting possibly $9 a gallon gas at the pump. You can imagine what this will do to most economies. Many people in Kentucky are truck drivers. Do you think they would be happy about having to pay over $2,000 to to fill up their truck to deliver goods? So I'm not too sure exactly where the motive of happiness is. Then you can think about the bombings that have taken place recently, about bombings of a country that wasn't threatening us, that wasn't any danger to U.S. citizens. It was a war of choice. So here they are, some of them holding these signs, bigger paychecks. How do you think you're going to get a bigger paycheck if gas gets to $9 a gallon and we get to $250 a barrel oil? Well, in that case, then we get something called inflation. And if we get to inflation, then of course the paychecks will be bigger because there will be adjustments made to the paychecks for inflation. But it doesn't mean that you're getting more money in the pocket. And it also means that here's another image from this rally. And again, we have all the people in the background. You could, like I say, you could take cutouts from the South Park and pop them in the background. This almost looks like a canvas with an image painted in the background that could be pulled up anytime President Trump gives a rally. If he's going to be speaking to a cross-section of U.S. citizens, he could try to fill in the background with a few minorities just to check a few boxes. But no, we have really, this is the core of MAGA. And what will happen to this core when we get $150 a barrel oil? What happens when we get $250 barrel oil? I mean, could it go even higher than that? And of course, the federal government will throttle down demand for energy as it tries to conserve energy during a time of crisis. So I was seeing a lot of smiling faces, but in this image I see a lot of people that seemed kind of worried. I don't know what's worrying them, but anyway, someone did mention that if President Trump wants to garner more support for his program, he needs to get back out and start talking to the people and explaining to them what he is doing. Now, did he a good job explaining to them what he was doing? This is his base. he needs the support from them, not only for what he's doing in Iran and the Middle East, but also for the upcoming elections. So there was another text. Let's see if I can find that back here. So we get this lower prices, bigger paychecks. So, and we have all these individuals back here waving signs, happy, cheering, smiling. And we have a world in crisis. So obviously they're happy to see President Trump. Are they going to be happy to see him in 30 days and 60 days and 90 days? But, you could have pulled this image right out of South Park and put that into, and animate those images. And but this is kind of the blind support of MAGA. Will this continue that way? If we get into a serious economic crisis, will the people feel abandoned? Will the people feel that this unnecessary action in the Middle East brought pain to the heartland of America for no reason at all? So anyway, he's starting to go out and to cheer support. Also, we have during this conflict in the Middle East, we've had thousands of documents pulled that connected President Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. So the more distractions that President Trump can throw up to his supporters, the less they're going to be thinking about all those documents that we don't know where they're at and what they say. Many of them have been edited to an extreme. So anyway, this is the base of President Trump. Will they continue to support him in 90 days when we're in the midst of the worst economic crisis that we've ever seen? I don't know. But anyway, I'll leave it at that, and we'll check back in a few months and see where things stand. So I'll let you go, and I'll see you back for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.